Welcome to a noon edition, a midday edition of the Talk Shop in Studio 255. I'm Eric Henderson. Our in-studio guest, Nancy Bartholomew. Welcome from the clerk's office to Studio 255. Nancy, welcome.
Thank you.
Good to have you in Studio 255. Your first time to the Civic Center?
First time to the studio.
To the studio, yeah. Studio 255. Hard to find?
Not too bad.
Good. Well, we love that. It's really, when you found it, you know you found it, and it's well marked. It's got a Stefan Lucero 3-panel mural on the exterior wall of Studio 255, the home of KOCA 93.5 FM for more than 25 years. In fact, KOCA, born in 2001, celebrates its 25th year in America's 250th year here, and we celebrate that big occasion May 2nd, the Lincoln Community Center Cinco de Mayo celebration. It's a show and shine car show, the 11th show and shine at 365 West Grand Avenue in the West Side Historic District of Laramie. Now, that neighborhood going to be alive with culture, community, and unity through food, music, celebration, and showing off. And dance will begin at 8 a.m. with open registration, and then kids, you want to show up. 9 o'clock at the Lincoln Community Center. We're having a workshop. You can face paint. You can glitter up your bikes. You can decorate with ribbons and decoration on your radio flyers, be it your wagon, whatever you got, bring it and make fun with us at the 10 o'clock parade. It'll be the kids' parade. It'll be led by Albany County Sheriff's Office, or maybe the city police and the sheriff's office will be on the back end, keeping us safe as we travel the perimeter of the Lincoln Community Center. It's a big event, so much fun. If your group or organization would like to have a table, get a hold of the Talk Shop. Our Talk Shop text line 307-760-3642. This segment with Nancy, thank you for coming again. Appreciate it. And I-80 Towing and Automotive Service presentation for Community Corner segment of our program here on the Talk Shop. Nancy, what do people need to know about you, Nancy, city clerk for the city of Laramie?
I think an important thing to know about me is I've lived in Laramie for 25 years. I've raised my 2 children here, and so they're both active members of our community.
And what's their names?
Well, Mercedes and Grace.
Wonderful.
Yep.
Wonderful. And what brought you to Laramie?
My husband came up here for school at the university, and he liked the community so much we stayed, and here we are.
Well, a lot of work goes into being clerk. Tell us about what a day looks like in Nancy's world.
So a day in a city clerk's life is interesting. You know, it's never the same from one day to the next. We deal with a variety of topics, from city council preparation to liquor licensing, business licensing, elections, municipal elections. So we're constantly moving from one thing to the next all day long. You could have multiple projects going on daily.
Well, you are a rock star for the city of Laramie, and I thank you for what you do. I know in city council meetings, that's where a lot of people might meet you first. They might have the first occasion to even see you or know who you are or what you do. That might be one aspect, but it's only one fraction of what all you do. Public records requests, your office handles those, don't they?
Our city manager's executive assistant is the main point of contact for public records, but as one of the custodians of records, we do.
Yeah, you do. And what I really invited Nancy to do with us on the Talk Shop was I wanted her to join us and let us know a little bit broader base of information and awareness of how do you best utilize the city services that are available throughout the community. And Nancy, you brought some important information with. Why don't you present one of those pieces here now for our audience?
Sure, absolutely. So the first flyer that I have is just highlighting the importance of visiting our website, cityoflaramie.org. And on the front page, you'll see a little button that says meetings and agendas. That is a really important piece of information to utilize. It takes you to meetings and agendas for all city council meetings as well as boards and commissions. So if you haven't checked that button out on our front page, make sure to do that.
What's the address to access that? cityoflaramie.org?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yep, that's correct.
And how deep is it before you find that information, or can you do a magnifying glass search and find that same location?
So this button is on the front page. So as soon as you log in to cityoflaramie.org, it's one of the available options right there on our front page. If you wanted to go in and find it a different way, there are multiple ways to get there. You could do cityoflaramie.org/agenda, and that'll take you to the same site. You can also go under departments and look under city council and search agendas, and you can find it that way as well. If you use the search engine, you could also find agendas that way.
Fantastic. And what's on the back page? Anything on the back of that?
Nothing on the back of this one.
All right.
The other flyer that we have is for Notify Me. This is another great tool that you can access. With the Notify Me tool, you can select what type of notifications you'd like to receive from the city of Laramie. So
how many choices are there?
There are quite a few. One of the options is meeting agendas. When we publish a new city council agenda, you can be notified via email to say a new meeting agenda has been published. If you want to be notified when the minutes are published, you can also request that. We also have an item on our website called Newsflash. And the Newsflash are important flyers that we're putting out to the community to let you know construction's beginning in a certain area of town. Or we have a city council meeting coming up. We have boards and commission openings. All of those things come through Newsflash.
As you've worked for the city of Laramie, what's been the most gratifying for you as an employee of the city?
Oh, that is a great question. I think one of the most gratifying things is knowing that I am helping the community to have the best access to information I can possibly give them.
So as you have served, how many years as city clerk?
I've been city clerk for 8 years. I served as deputy clerk for 2 years. So
Yeah,
I'm
fantastic. And who are you deputy clerk to?
Angie Johnson.
Nice. And as you have your career, your experience in Laramie, how many city services do you as a citizen enjoy in the city of Laramie?
We have utilized many city services. The parks have, of course, raising our children here, that was an area we heavily utilized, as well as the rec center. We'd walk the track with the girls and then let them go swimming. And then we would work out occasionally in the gym, and so that was something that we highly enjoyed.
Well, you've presented a number of valuable resources and assets, one after another. Those are very important tools for citizens. Now, for those that aren't electronically gifted or talented, what does the city of Laramie do with respect to maybe more traditional, maybe something for an audience that's maybe 55 plus or older, and perhaps not as familiar as our elementary school students can be today in our community, being aware, getting those important pieces of information that can impact their lives here in the city of Laramie?
Sure. So for folks that may not be online, they can come into City Hall and see notices that we've posted in the front hallway. We also publish notices in the newspaper still. So if you do receive the boomerang, you'll get our legal notices through the boomerang. And then if you listen to the radio, we do send out announcements to our media contacts as well. So they
How
can.
do you sign up as a media contact?
If you contact the city manager's office,
Okay.
They can add you to the media contacts list.
All right. In 25 years of KOCA, let's make sure that that happens in the 25th year.
Sure.
Absolutely good to have. Public safety topics come up, and there are alerts locally. Now, these are not a sign up. This is not the place where you sign up for those. Perhaps they are. Tell us about how you stay alert to weather, maybe a mountain lion in Washington Park, and what have you.
So I wish I had all the details for that, but it is a red alert through Albany County.
Okay.
So there's a system that you can go in and sign up for, and then it'll push those notifications. There's also parts of that emergency notification system that can notify phones within a certain radius. So in some of the cases that we've had recently, just a certain area of town's been notified because they're the ones directly affected by it.
Neat technology, absolutely wonderful to have all of these things. But I really appreciate the information that might be valuable to those people who they don't even care for their cell phone. They might just prefer it was a rotary on the wall and the cord 15 feet or less and what have you. But your visit to the talk shop, certainly an opportunity for expanded awareness in the community. And how can citizens best work with the City of Laramie employees and staff in day-to-day living, day-to-day needs, be it business or individual in nature?
I would say just be having open communication with us. If you have questions, always feel free to call us. The city clerk's office phone number is 307-721-5220. You're welcome to call us with questions. Often if we're not the right department, we'll give you that information and send you the right way. Also, just if you have questions, you can send them via email. Again, if you send them to clerk@cityoflaramie.org and we're not the right division to answer your question, we will forward that on to the next division.
Nice.
Our office, and as well as the city manager's office, receives several reports of potholes that need repaired, street lights that are out, and we make sure that our streets division receives that information.
And somebody submitting an electronic email to any city location, be it you at clerk at cityoflaramie.org or council at cityoflaramie.org or anyone, do they get an electronic confirmation of receipt? Is there anything of that nature that communicates immediately that your inquiry or your question or your request have been received?
At this time, we don't have an auto reply set on the city council email address.
Mm-hmm.
For staff, you'll likely get a response within 48 hours. Sometimes if we're on vacation or in trainings, that's a little harder, but we do try to be responsive as quickly as possible.
What a great mechanism. What's a backup for folks who perhaps they send an email, and how do they follow up? Is there office hours through City Hall or a mechanism or system that you recommend that they follow in order to follow up on perhaps an electronic inquiry?
So for me personally, I've told folks if they don't hear from me in 24 to 48 hours, to please reach back out to me. Likely it's that I've had 100 emails in a day and I can't siphon through all of them fast enough. And so that will help to bring them to the top of my email box, For council, you could do a follow-up email to them, or you could call one of your representatives on the phone. Their phone numbers are available on our website.
Great resources available through electronic access. Many of them you can simply go to Google and you can hit the microphone and you can speak what you're looking for, and Google will you'll know immediately if it matches what you asked it. It will definitely do that. If it doesn't match, you'll know that immediately too. But so often, if you said, "Who is my city council representative in Laramie, Wyoming. It'll bring them all up, so you can find your address and you can find that information accordingly. What other resources perhaps are available, have been available? They're just not used as widely as you would think. Maybe we can help with that here on the show.
That's a great question. I know Notify Me has been underutilized. I would love to see the community utilize that more. Because it does send them automatic emails, so we're not relying on a staff member who may have a pile of work on their desk to be able to notify each individual.
Right.
So I would say that our planning GIS map is available on our website. I don't know if folks are aware of that, but it does give you your zone. So if you're planning a project and you want to know if it's acceptable within your zone, you can look on that zoning map and see that. They have some layers built into that GIS map that you can see floodplains and things like that too. The construction map is probably one of the most important ones as we go into the summer season.
Huh?
No. Yeah.
So in terms of that, I think that's a wonderful suggestion that people know that mapping is there, that access is there. When you find, say you put in your address and it brings up that location on the map, is it a click through to find what general rules apply for that section, what you can build, etc., or is it somewhat interactive in that you put in, I'd like to build an 18-inch high deck or something of that nature, and it tells you some interactive response?
So currently our website isn't robust enough to maybe type in all of those exact questions.
Okay.
But we do have planning staff that are available to answer those questions. If you email them at planning@cityoflaramie.org, they can get more to those specifics if you can't find it available through our planning pages.
Now, for a substantial period of time, the planning department has been locating itself in the what was commonly known as the Laramie Boomerang building, and that which used to house editors and what have you, that staffing. It's been home to the planning department. Is that something that they're returning to their old stomping grounds, or is that continuing for the city of Laramie?
Upon completion of construction, they will be moving back to the annex.
Right on.
So in the near future.
So not yet, but soon.
Yes.
Not yet, but soon. And with those changes, anything else that you prepared to share with our audience that we didn't ask, we should have? If we had, we'd have been better for it. This is your opportunity to share that, and I welcome you with that information. I appreciate you doing this. But anything else that we didn't cover?
The one thing that I would let you know, and it's a little bit of a minute detail, and stuff, but if you're wondering what topics are coming up on city council agendas, at the end of each regular city council meeting, there's an attachment for all of the future work session topics. There's a list on there of all the upcoming meetings that have been scheduled. So you can kind of see ahead of time, what might be coming up, such as on the 28th, we have discussion about water use and what that looks like in the coming months. So, and
in June, just a month and a half away, we will host in the city of Laramie the Wyoming Association of Municipalities Conference, and that collective will come from 93 municipalities throughout the state of Wyoming, 23 counties, always represented at the WAM get together in the summer conference. And are you excited about that? Is there excitement building in the city of Laramie government offices to host that event?
We are excited to host that event. It's nice to showcase our community and what we've built together. Oftentimes Laramie is used as an example to other communities in the state as to how projects have been accomplished, how to continue moving their communities forward. So it's a good opportunity for us to showcase our beautiful community and work with other elected officials across the state.
Each year, Laramie hosts and is home to so many events and celebrations. What are some of your favorites, Nancy, year-round?
Year-round events?
Yeah.
Oh, good question. Of course, my husband and I love the UW women's basketball games.
Right on.
They're great to go to. Football games as well, on occasion.
Will you be going to the Saturday spring football game, the Brown against the Gold at War Memorial Stadium, 1 p.m. kickoff?
We won't be this year. Our daughters have a full concert schedule this weekend.
Talented.
Yeah.
Right on. What instruments?
Vocal. Both of them are vocal.
Voices. Good. Were you a singer? Are you a singer?
I am.
Are
yeah.
you? Very nice. Well, so they've got good genes.
I hope so. Yes.
Yeah, good genes. Well, thank you so much again. I appreciate your time, and hopefully radio is word of mouth on steroids, and we can help spread the good words and update and be informational in the fullest way possible. I know that I hear about press releases, but I need to get the talk shop hooked up so that we get those, as well as KOCA 93.5 FM hosting this program. On the program as a member of the media for 25 years, we all can improve what we do. And Nancy Bartholomew, thank you for coming to the program. And should you or your organization, your group, maybe it's your individual youngsters, maybe it's their clubs, their groups, their organizations, maybe it's a fundraiser, let the talk shop on 93.5 FM spread the word and be part of our community corner. This segment brought to you by Betty Buckman Insurance, Allstate Insurance Company on 4th Street in the Gem City, and 308 South 2nd. You know it as the Benton Rusty in historic downtown Laramie, along with Dan Passman, Union Home Mortgage Representative at 208 Grand Avenue. And Nancy Bartholomew, our guest today on the Talk Shop, please come again soon.
Thanks, Eric.